A cool spring morning settled over a quiet neighborhood in Austin, Texas, as single dad Ethan Parker loaded his toolbox into his aging pickup truck. Since losing his wife years earlier, he worked every repair job he could find to support his 10-year-old daughter Emma, believing honest work would always open new doors someday. That morning, Ethan received a call from an elderly neighbor asking if he could repair a damaged wooden fence for a woman who had recently moved into a large estate nearby. The payment was modest, but Ethan accepted immediately because every dollar helped keep food on the table and dreams alive. Emma insisted on coming with her father after finishing her homework. She enjoyed watching him work and often handed him nails, screws, and measuring tools. Ethan smiled because these simple afternoons taught responsibility better than any lecture. Together they drove toward the elegant property hidden behind tall trees and stone walls nearby. The estate looked enormous, surrounded by beautiful gardens, fountains, and perfectly trimmed hedges. Ethan assumed the owner must be wealthy, but he focused only on the broken fence damaged during a recent storm. He parked quietly and carried his toolbox while Emma admired colorful flowers blooming along the long driveway leading inside. Soon, a graceful woman wearing simple jeans, boots, and a light blue shirt walked outside with a friendly smile. She introduced herself as Victoria Collins and thanked Ethan for coming. Nothing about her appearance suggested extraordinary wealth. She spoke politely, offered lemonade, and treated Ethan and Emma like welcome guests instead of hired workers. Ethan carefully examined the damaged fence and explained that replacing several wooden posts would create a stronger repair than simply covering broken sections. Victoria appreciated his honesty because another contractor had recommended unnecessary expensive work. Ethan preferred lasting solutions over quick profits, believing trust mattered more than earning a few extra dollars today. As Ethan worked, Emma noticed an injured puppy hiding beneath nearby bushes. Without hesitation, she gently carried the frightened animal toward her father. Victoria quickly called a veterinarian she knew personally, and together they comforted the little dog until professional help arrived. The unexpected teamwork created laughter and friendship throughout the peaceful afternoon together. During lunch, Victoria asked Ethan about his life. He explained how he balanced raising Emma while accepting every repair job available. Despite financial struggles, he refused shortcuts or dishonest business practices. Victoria listened quietly, impressed by his determination and humility. Emma proudly declared that her father could fix almost anything except sadness and loneliness. By sunset, the fence stood stronger than before. Ethan cleaned every piece of leftover wood and swept the area carefully. Victoria tried paying him, twice the agreed amount, but he politely accepted only the original price, explaining that honest work deserved honest payment. Her respect for him grew even deeper after hearing those simple words. The next morning, local newspapers published photographs of Victoria attending a major business conference. Ethan nearly dropped his coffee when he recognized the woman from the estate. The article revealed she owned one of the largest real estate and technology companies in the state, controlling investments across half the city and employing thousands. Emma looked at the newspaper and smiled. "Dad, she never acted like a billionaire." Ethan nodded and replied that true character often speaks more softly than wealth. He assumed he would never see Victoria again and returned to repairing fences, garages, and small buildings throughout the neighborhood with the same dedication as always every day. 3 days later, several black SUVs stopped outside Ethan's modest home. Curious neighbors watched as Victoria stepped out carrying a folder. She thanked Ethan once again for his honesty and kindness toward both her and the injured puppy. Then she invited him to visit her headquarters for an important business discussion the following morning. At the headquarters, Ethan expected a simple thank you meeting. Instead, Victoria introduced him to senior executives and explained that she wanted trustworthy people overseeing maintenance projects for hundreds of properties across the city. Technical skills could be taught, she said, but integrity and compassion could not easily be replaced or purchased anywhere. Victoria offered Ethan a permanent leadership position with excellent pay, flexible hours, and educational support for Emma. Overwhelmed, he asked why she trusted someone she barely knew. She smiled and answered that a man who refuses extra money, helps an injured animal, and repairs a fence correctly would also protect people and businesses honestly. Months later, Ethan managed successful restoration projects throughout the city while still returning home every evening for dinner with Emma. Victoria often visited community programs they created together, helping struggling families repair homes free of charge. The broken fence that once seemed like an ordinary job had quietly become the doorway to an extraordinary new life.